All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and on Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video reaction of Pitbull Torres talking about why he left Strength Cartel and Big Boy was paying him $750 a month. All right, he breaks it down and says why he left. He felt Big Boy was jealous of him becoming successful. Big Boy wanted all the shine, all the money for himself. That he was greedy. Is it true? I don't know. We're going to watch the video. Now, this video comes from Hoodstocks. All right, that's where I grabbed the audio from. We're going to be listening to the audio and watching a different video. It's just because of the copyright laws and stuff like that. All right. Other than that, today is the 8th. It's Tuesday. We got Demon from 16 Letter Boys in the building at 7 p.m. Make sure you guys pull up to the 200 Boys podcast tonight, 7 p.m. Hater World, 200 Boys podcast. Other than that, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't be a recurring watcher. Hit the like, show some love. Help us build so we can help you build. That's the way it works. We got the platform and we can give other homies the platform, right? To the squad, salute to you. You already know. Salute to all my day one. Salute to all the squad. Salute to all the homies. Salute to the all the co-hosts that we got here in the building. You know what it is. All right. Other than that, that intro you heard right now, that's the song I chose for it to be my intro record. Now, I'm working on the visuals. I got somebody doing a whole video thing for me, like a video intro. All right. So I need you guys to let me know whether you guys like that record or not. The visuals are going to be fire. Other than that, let's go ahead and watch this video, bro. Let's see what's going on with this video. Pitbull Torres talks about leaving Strength Cartel. Look, I've been following Big Boy and all them fools for the longest. One of my first reaction videos was Joey Stacks upping the blade on Big Boy. Go back and watch it. I think it's like 200,000 views, 300,000 views. So, salute to all of them, homie. They all doing their thing regardless. So let's press play on this video and let's see what's going on with Pitbull Torres.
I never talked about why I left or did it because I just didn't want my page to be about drama. You know what I'm saying? But I do owe it to my fans what happened because a lot of people do want to know two sides stories because like I said, he made a video trying to make me look bad, saying I went behind his back and I wanted to start a brand, but I didn't even have a logo or it was just a thought hey, I want to start my own brand, but he made it seem like I had everything planned and I was gonna leave him high and dry. And I'm just high and dry, you already started, bro. You could have just be hey, Piz, about to do his own thing, this is his brand, go follow him, and he would have gotten hella love.
Yeah, but you know what I think? Is the problem is that if you're on the Strength Cartel team and you're part of the team and we're building together and this is what we're doing and everything's going good and we're shining, and you're having thoughts of doing your own shit, and out of the blue, say we're moving boxes, hey, Big Boy, I want to start my own brand, fool. I think about leaving. He gonna look at you like, what the fuck? Why didn't you tell me before? So I feel there's ways to do things. I think if you would have pulled Big Boy to the side and been like, hey, big dog, look, fool, I've been with you guys for this amount of time. I think I want to start my own business. I want to know if you can back me up or help me start my own. I see you shining and I want to shine too, big dog. I think if you would have done things a certain type of way or do them a type of way, it'd be more understanding than out of the blue. Hey, I'm planning on leaving already. You're not going to talk to me? You're just going to leave? That's what it sounds like to me. But I could be wrong.
How long were you with Strength Cartel and Big Boy? Was it
5 years, I think?
5 years?
Yeah, 5 years.
Damn.
Everybody wants to see you do good, but never better than them. You know what I'm saying? The moment they see you start doing a little bit better than them or somewhat coming close, it's either people are either going to like it or they're going to feel some certain way.
That's not a lie. Those are facts. A lot of people, bro, they don't want to see you doing better than them. So they will not help you out. I'm not like that. I help everybody out. I tell everybody, hey fool, when you blow up, help me out. And not to say that I'm anybody to put somebody on, but I don't know. I can say in many things of throughout my life, I've always been the one to help out the people that I know, whether it's monetary gain or whether it's with my plugs or whether it's putting somebody on in whatever way that I can, bro. Even when we was in the streets making money, I would take the homies with me, like, hey, who wants to make money? Come on, let's go. You gonna come back with a pocket full of cash and brand new clothes. Let's roll. You know, or whenever I had my business, come on, I'm gonna give you guys a job. Let's go. Who wants a job? Let's go. I'll put you guys on. Boom. Even to now, like the homies, like, hey, you guys gotta build your own brands, gotta build your own characters. You guys gotta get your shit cracking. You know, whatever. I've never been the one to be scared of somebody outshining me. You know why? Because I'm always been a hustler, dog. I've always been a hustler. I'm good at hustling. So even if somebody makes it and they don't bring me up with them, I'm still gonna be okay. I'm still gonna be okay. You feel what I'm saying? So it is very true that a lot of people are like that. But I think the people that are like that are the people that got rich or got money or got success out of luck. So they're afraid you're gonna take their shit away, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Like obviously, like business money wise, it was just like he didn't want that competition, and so as soon as like he knew I had the potential, dog. He had me on that leash. He was smart. Like that fool was like at the end of the day, like he seems some big dumb buff dude on the internet, but he's smart. Like he plays a dumb guy, but he's pretty smart. Like he plans everything ahead.
Oh,
And
does he? He's calculated, huh?
He's calculated because that's how that Rich Piana was that way too. And like,
so he kind of mentored him.
yes, like, yeah, 100%. And Big Boy is the type of like a Nipsey Hussle says it, like, you ain't got to tell me the game, I'll steal it. Like, you know, I just like peep game, like, and that's how Big Boy was.
You can't be mad about that.
You can't, and you know, and Big Boy, he chose what he chose, and I chose what I chose, and it was like a great decision for him. I mean, for me, I don't know so much for him. Like, I know like he probably shot himself in the foot with that one because like he got a lot of backlash because he made like a whole video about me trying to make me look bad.
Oh, he went there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So the reason I think I think Big Boy dropped the video was, let me drop this video in case this fool ever tries to say anything. I did it first. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you left already and you didn't drop no video, so nobody knows what's going on. But if I make the video first, people are gonna believe that narrative. You know, man, listen, dog, at the end of the day, fool, you gotta remember one thing. You were born alone, you gonna die alone. And I know it sounds fucked up, and I know it's not supposed to be that way, and I know your brothers are supposed to have your back, but you were born alone, fool, you die alone, dog. At the end of the day, homie, I was telling Droops this other day, I was telling Moses the other day, I was like, fool, look it, dog. Everybody in this Chicano rap game, they're gonna tell you one thing, but in the end, they're all in it for themselves. You know, I recently had a little disagreement with somebody, and I told that fool, look, this is what I'm gonna do. Nah, you're wasting your time. Why would you do that? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, damn, dog, the old you would have done it, but now you're getting money and you content, so it's like fuck everybody, you know. Or if you weren't getting that bread, then you would have been all up on this. But because you're getting bread, it's fuck everybody else. So not only that, but many things made me like damn fool, like everybody is just they'll be cool with you, but it's all about what they need, and that's the way it should be, right? Because at the end of the day, homie, they're your bills, they're your rents, it's your life, it's your career, it's your everything. So it's all about you, right? But you can't forget, dog, the people that you needed when you needed something. Now that you got it, if you just walk away and say fuck everybody, that's sort of a slap in the face to everybody that was there when you didn't have it. So I was telling the homies, I go, man, fuck that, dog. We done looking out for everybody in the way of like, change this narrative, make me look good, you know, this or that, or blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, fool, look, if you fucked up and there's news gonna be ran on you, we gonna run it. I mean, news is ran on me every day, and I don't fucking cry and whine and complain. I deal with it. You know, fuck that, homie. And I was telling the homie, I was like, look, fool, we could have ended some fucking rapper's career and we didn't. But they still gonna call us haters. The other little whiny ass fucking kid is crying, and he's the one that started the shit. And regardless, we looked upon as haters. So we might as well just start looking at the interests of the company and fuck everybody else. Straight up.
He went there,
I
and
remember
like
some of
what
that.
was like hella like annoying was like man to man. We talked in person, and he was like, you know, kind of like threatening me, like, hey, I don't want to hear my name come out of your mouth, you know. And I'm just like, well, as we were parting ways, because I worked at the gym, String Cartel. We owned we had a gym together, and like once I was gonna do my own thing, he would basically kick me out the gym. I was like, oh no, yeah, like I figured, dog, I'm gonna like go train somewhere else. And he was just like, all right, dog. He's like, and I'll never forget this. And I was like, it's the best feeling ever. He was all like, good luck. It's a lot harder than you think. And I remember being like, yeah, I think like I know it's gonna be hard, you know, like I don't know what I'm getting myself into, and like I was scared, dog. Like doing that decision, like Strength Cartel was like such a like had a lot of like attraction, you know, like
Yeah,
a
100%.
lot of things about like I'm pissed, I'm not happy, I'm broke, like I'm not like where I want to be. I'm just like I've been doing this for a while, like what I was getting paid is like I can't, bro, legit. Like I'll say it on here, take me $250 a month.
Wow, that's it?
$250, yes.
Okay, and but that's just the beginning of getting shit on the feet.
So
Yeah.
he's like, eventually I'm gonna pay you more, right? Second year, it goes $500, and that's not to mention the promo code money was like, I was making like 10% of like whoever uses my code, and he was like, hey bro, you're gonna like see how many sales you have each month. It'll be all recorded, you know, so you can see how much you're making.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Hey, to anybody that you see promoting like brands like man, I'm not even gonna say because I don't want people to cry, right? Like you see people with all these sponsors. Bam, 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 bam. Salute to Validated Street Gear, my boy. Salute to Validated Street Gear. Hey, you see people with all these brands, right? Bam, 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 bam. Promoting, sponsor. They give you a code, dog. Okay? You put that code on your website somewhere, you give it to people, and when they buy clothes or they buy stuff off of the website with that code, they get like 2% or 3% commission. So you're basically working for that company for free. You're getting them the sale and they're giving you the change, right? I've never ever accepted a discount code. Never, bro. Never. You give me the cash up front. If you make sales, you make sales. If you don't, you don't. That ain't my problem. You want me to spend my time promoting your shit on my page? That's cool. That's cool. Then pay me up front. Now, there is instances where the discount code really works, but you gotta have a strong following, a big following, and they really gotta support you to where they go buy that brand, like a lot, and then you get paid. But if you don't have like a big ass fan base like that, you basically promoting them fools for free, homie. Straight up. That's the way it works. So this fool said he was getting paid $250 a month, starting with the promo code. Let's see what else he says.
Bro, I never made more than like in the first year. It was like I was getting little $70 checks, $80 checks. So I'm not even making $300. I'm barely making $300 a month, if anything.
Hey, but again, you also gotta promote that too, though. Like if you really want to make money, you can't just put it there, dog. You gotta sell it. If that's the way you're gonna get paid, you gotta sell it, dog. Like, hey, go buy these right now. They're on my website. Three for $1. You put in this discount code right here you see on the screen. You know, TheHaterWorld 15. You're gonna get a 15% discount, but you gotta go right now. I mean, you gotta sell it, dog. If you're not selling it, then you just not making no money either. So you gotta put in the work too, G.
In the first year, second year goes to 500, and then the third year 750, fourth year 750, and I'm just like, bro,
$750 a month.
yes.
And you've been a key component in building that platform. Would that be safe to say? And I'm not.
Oh yeah, like I'm all over the website.
Yes.
Like, they're using me for like photo shoots, everything.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
You know, and then like
you are the brand.
yeah, I mean, me and him. It's for sure me and him. Like, there's other people, but like we're the people. We're like the main people. And then it's like more people are wearing like, more people are gonna want to be like my size than like you who wants to be like fucking that big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one.
All right, $750 a month. All right, look. My question is, what do you do for the 750? And this is not me disrespecting Pitbull Taurus. This is not me being scandalous. But what do you do for the 750? You pull up to the gym and you work out. So you get free gym, you get free overhead, you get free food, you get free supplies, like the the shit they put in their little drink and protein or whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. I've never worked out a day in my life. I never worked out a day in my life. I've never worked out a day in my life, so I couldn't tell you, right? So you get free overhead, free gym, free supplements. Fuck, what else, bro? You get $750 a month, and I'm sure you're getting all the content, all the clout. Oh, and the discount code. Let me see. 750 is not enough to live off of at all. Like, it's not enough. A motherfucker like me, I gotta make at least 10 grand a month. At least to be able to cover shit. So, 750 is not enough, dog, for nothing, right? Okay. Is Big Boy wrong for only paying 750 but giving you all those extras? All the clout you can get, dog. So that means you could already have been started like your personal YouTube there at the Strain Cartel headquarters. Personal YouTube, Strain Cartel. Now you're making money off your YouTube plus your 750, right? Or you could have a job, a side job, plus your 750. Like, there's many ways, but trying to live off of the 750 is not possible, right? Unless you live at your mom's or your brother's. Ain't nothing wrong with that. A lot of people do that while they're building, or they live, their brother's house or their sister's house. If they're, if they got space, why not? I don't see nothing wrong with that, dog. But the thing is, do you feel like you deserve more than 750? That is my question. I need you guys to answer that down below. Did he deserve more? I mean, in the way of like, if you're an employee, you gotta work for the money, right? You can't just be there chilling. It's hard to say, dog. It's hard to say. But let's continue.
Wants to be like 300 plus pounds, like all muscle. At the end of the day, like, I think people just more like related, could probably relate to me maybe more, but like I was never mad like the first year, second year, third year, like, man, I'm worth more. Like, this is like, I was just like, man, I love this shit. Like, I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, I was just like, if I want more money, I'm gonna go hustle on the side. But then it got to like year 5 where I was just like, bro, 26 years old, still living at home. Like, this homie's like, got a Lambo. I caught in fucking all the money cash with him when he bought that bitch. Like, he got a Hellcat F250, like lifted 10 grand, like lift kid, just like dropping money left and right, buying Louis bags like every weekend. And I'm just like, bro, like, why? Like, I'm over here like, got my little Civic and a Fox Body Mustang that I got for like 4 grand. And what's it called? It's just like, I just got like tired of being broke. Basically, it just hit me one day like, hey, like, I'm doing what I love, but I'm fucking broke. They say do what you love and you'll make money eventually. I'm doing what I love, but I'm making no money.
That's scandalous. That is scandalous, right? It's hard to say, right? I'll tell you why it's hard to say. Because when you're the boss, you're going to make more money. You're the boss. You're the owner. I'm the one making the bread. You're the employee. You're getting the employee wages. All right. So the question should be here. Was Big Boy and Pitbull partners, or was Pitbull an employee? People always want to look at this from the perspective of like, pobrecito, he's not getting no money while this guy's buying Lambos. What a dirtbag. Like, the way I looked at it right now, I was like, ooh, that's sort of scandalous. But you got to look at it from the business perspective, okay? Was Pitbull a partner, or was he an employee? If he was an employee, he was getting done wrong. because 750 a month equates. Well, it also depends how many hours you work. Was he there for 2 hours a day? Was he there 8 hours a day? It all depends, dog. And we don't know that breakdown. So without that breakdown, we couldn't tell you if he was underpaid or overpaid as an employee. Now, if he was a partner and he wasn't getting no funds as a partner, then Big Boy is doing them dirty. But I don't think that's the case. I think Big Boy had an arrangement. Hey, look, you can use my gym. You can do all the weights you want. You can grab all the supplements you need. We'll make content. We'll blow up on the internet. I'll pay you to pull up. So you're here doing your thing. We'll be in the videos. Blah, blah, blah. Boom. And I think Pitbull said, I'm cool with that. Shit, I'm going to pay for a gym membership and buy all this shit anyway. So, hey, boom, I'll be right here every day. But I think that when he saw that Big Boy was racking in the money and Big Boy went from nothing to something, Pitbull sat there like, what about me? What do you mean, what about you? You're an employee. We already have an agreement, dog. What I'm making is what I'm making. Now, I know what people are going to say, like, don't you think he should help his homies get bread? Yeah, I think so. But are they really homies? Or are they gym friends? Dog, it's a difference from you, my childhood friend, and the homie from the hood, to you're just a guy that I know from pumping weights, dog. It's a lot of variables. You cannot just shit on Big Boy. It's a lot of variables. I feel like Big Boy should have got to a place and said, hey, look, big dog, we're killing it. I want you to start your own brand. I'm going to back you up, and I want a percentage, but you're going to run your own brand and build your own team. I got the formula. This is what we going to do. That's what I feel Big Boy should have done. But at the same time, you got to understand, sometimes you help out people, and once they start getting money or they start getting clout or they start realizing that they could do without you, boom, they skedaddle, my boy. So again, it's a lot of fucking variables. You can't shit on nobody without knowing the variables. Let's continue.
And I'm like, because I'm letting it be controlled by somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I got to control my own destiny. And that was just like taking the leap of faith of like doing my own thing. And I was scared, but someone really told me, like one of my friends, he's like, bro, how much you getting paid? He's like, and I was like, $750 a month. He's like, you're scared not making $750 a month? And I'm like, damn, that shit hit me. He's like, bro, I was getting paid $4,000 by Primeval Labs. Like, it was hard for me to leave. But like you're making $750 a month? He's like,
You're not a hustler, that's why.
Can make fucking more money recycling cans.
Facts.
Why you fucking tripping on $750?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like that hit me. And then I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm doing this shit tomorrow. I'm telling this fool, like, I'm over this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta make my own money. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. He's cool. And then, like I said, he was like, oh man, like I said, he told me not to like, say, I don't want to hear my name coming out of your mouth. And I was like, come on, dog, I'm not gonna talk shit on you. Like, we had no bad blood, nothing. Then a day later or 2 days later, The Truth Hurts Pitbull Torres, and he makes a whole video about me and like basically just saying like, yeah, he did it behind our back.
All right, look, I don't gotta listen to no more. I know what happened, okay? So look, Big Boy was covering his ass. What do I mean by that? I mean, once Pitbull left, Big Boy sat there and thought about it. Damn, this fool knows all our secrets. He knows everything about us. He knows everything, dog. I better come out and smut him up before he smuts me up. So at least I'm going to have the fans backing me up thinking that fool did me dirty. That's what it sounds like. Now, if he did that, that is a little dirty. That is dirtbaggish. Because if Pitbull really didn't do you dirty, you should have never came out and said that. Or both of you guys should have came out together and said, hey, we're parting ways, homie. Thank you for everything you've done for our company. We got your back 100%, whatever you need. Much love to the homie Pitbull. So could Big Boy have a little bit of hate in his heart? Yeah. He could. But again, it goes back to the beginning. Maybe they not really friends, dog. Maybe it was just employee shit. Boss and employee. Who knows? But again, we need to hear more about this before we can shit on somebody, dog. So look, I'm gonna reach out to one of these guys, see if I can get the full story. All right. So salute to Pitbull, salute to Big Boy. Regardless, they're both doing their thing. They're both flourishing. They're both grinding. They're both making money. Hopefully, they continue to make their bread and continue to run up the bag. With that being said, salute to everybody, all the new watchers. None but love and respect. Make sure you guys comment, like below. Let me know if you guys think that Big Boy's a dirtbag or Pitbull did him dirty by leaving without giving them the option of, hey, can you pay me a little bit more, dog? I don't want to leave. I don't want to break up the 96 Bulls, but can you, maybe help me out and either fund me for my new business venture and be a partner, or could you pay me more? I think that talk they should have had that talk before anything, dog. I'll tell you like this: we got Droops and Opina, Playboy, Trap Boy, and they all talk to me about everything. Hey, dog, I'm planning about doing this. Fool, I got you. What you need? Or hey, fool, I'm planning on doing this. I got you. Boom. I'll hit them up. Hey, fool, you need to do this, and this. Do this, do this. Because we a team, dog. Regardless if any of them leaves or, look, fool, I'm not worried about nothing. I'm not, because I'm a hustler at the end of the day, and all of them are hustlers too. So we all gonna get it regardless. Salute to the squad. Salute to everybody. All right, hit me up in the DM. Comment down below. I got an announcement for anybody that bought merch or won merch at the raffle. Go to my Instagram. Go look at my story. Hit me in the DM. With that being said, I'll see you guys tonight with Demon from Pigsley, 16 Letter Boys, and we out.